Hey guys, I just found a really fresh wormhole and just want to tell you guys how to roll it. And I have to tell my mates I will roll it. So, because I find out he is logging to his alt, I don't want him roll the wormhole, so I will tell him. And I also sent this wormhole information to Discord, and no one said please leave the wormhole. So I think it will be really great for training. So I would like to tell you guys how to roll in the wormhole. Okay, so first you find the wormhole, you bring some out. I recommend use 4 or 10 new out to rolling a wormhole. And this time this wormhole is large, so I think 4 is enough. So right click the information, you will get a wormhole code, but actually it's K162, which is useless. I will tell you why. So you see that it is a large shape, so you can use sigil to roll it. So we use this feat. How do I simulate here? So we use this feat with one huge anchor on the rig, and we use 100 AB for large and extra large wormhole. And I also put 15 MWD at cargo, which is for medium wormhole. So when you props on, it will be 122k ton, which is 122 million kg. Okay, so this is really useful. This is really cheap. You can buy them on the market. It's only cost like 5 million. And if you die, you can get SRP. So just submit it as normal. Submit it into the aliens SRP, and you can just type, okay, this is for the rolling the wormhole. I die, I lost, so please SRP, and we will do that. So this is really cheap. You see, my mate also come here, so I need to tell him again. Okay, so this one is fit for rolling a wormhole, which is really cheap. Remember to plug in the rig, and 100 AB for large and extra large wormhole, and also 50 MWD is for medium, and really cheap. You can also get SRP. Okay, so for the mid salt, you can use Meta or T1, which is good. So you can also don't use them, because this is only for you can get longer time for the AB, and I will show you why we need that. So it's not useful for that, but the low salt is really important. We need to use that, but or you can't fit 100 AB, and you this is your mass, which is 122k ton, and you need to remember the number. Okay, so you need to find out the wormhole information, which is K346. This is your wormhole code. You copy that and you go to the website. So this is the website I always use. We call it Ankoik. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you just type K346, you'll get the number. Okay, so this wormhole maximum mass will be 375 million of kg. So it's quite different, right? So in the game we use ton. If you see, there is 122 ton. So 122 ton means 122 million kg. So we need 3 billion kg, and each time I need to do like 122. So I just make a note. It's there. Okay, so the wormhole during the data, which is from the website, it told us this is 3 billion kg, and each time I will do, each sigil will do 122 million kg, which is there, with props on, and if it is props off, that will be a 22 million. So I use a calculator. I need some calculator. So actually I can't remember everything, but I just tell you, if you're first time rolling a wormhole, use the calculator in game. So I have 4 sigil, which means if I turn the props on and entering this wormhole, I will take 4 times about 122. That will be 488. So each time if I entering 4s, that will be 488. If I going out as well, so I just 2 times, so that will be 976. 976. So that means I 4 halt in and 4 halt out. That's it. So this is the number. So 376. So that means you need to do at least 3 times. So you just just 3 times. That will be, after 3 times, that will be 929. Sorry. 2928. It was really close to the final number. But remember, wormhole doesn't mean there's only like 3 billion. They have like 10% up or down. So remember this. So during this time, I can still do 1 code in and 1 code out. Let's see how much it will be, okay? So 1 code in will be 22. So that will be this number. And I do 1 hot out. That will be 122. That will be over the number, right? So I think I need to do 3 times with 4 hot in and 4 hot out, and plus 1 time coding hot out. So I just typed there. It doesn't mean I need to really do that, but so this is the wormhole's total mass can be take, and this is my hot in, this is my hot, this is my cold. So pops on means hot, pops off means cold. So every time I entering 4, that means 488 if I doing hot in, and if I do 4 hot in, if I do like 4 ship hot in and hot out, that will be 976. So that is like a math. You need to calculate that. Okay, so this is like after 3 times. This is a number like after 3 times. And that is like a summary, which means I need to do 3 times of all the fleet hot in and all the fleet hot out, and 1 time with 1 code in and 1 code out. 1 hot out. So I always do code in and hot out because I don't want my ship stuck in there. So let's start. This one is really weird, but I mean, you don't need to calculate too much as me, because I was doing a video, I was doing a training. So normally what I'm gonna do was I'm gonna do like 2 times of all the ship hot in and hot out. And after that, I will see if it is still in stage 1 or stage 2, I will continue to do 1 more time about 4 hot in and 4 hot out. And after that, I'm gonna do like coding and hot out 1 by 1. So it's a little bit hard, but yeah. So I hope you can use calculator and take some notes to make sure you didn't die too much time in the wormhole. But however, I don't care. So okay, this one didn't connect to the bookmarks, so I need to connect this as into the bookmarks. Oh, this one is in Chinese. Okay, but doesn't matter. Okay, since you connect to the bookmark, you can find out there's already been saved. So right click, take this fleet warp, will warp all of you out to the wormhole. And this out can be declock, and you're just getting far away. And I also need to ignore the fleet warp. So this account just stay there to monitor is there any hostile coming from the wormhole, or you can monitor how's the wormhole stage or something like that. So you don't need to bring that, and you can do a little bit far away, like you can fly far away from that. So from now, we got all the information. So I need like this. I send it to the fleet because this let me like all of my alt can see that. So I have full sigil. So I need to like 3 times hot thing, 3 times hot. So that is really boring part. So you just turn on your AB and take the wormhole, and turn on your AB, take the wormhole, turn on your AB, take the wormhole, turn on your AB, take the wormhole. That's it. That's a really simple thing. So turn on your AB, getting the wormhole. And now you are inside the wormhole. You just need to going out. You also take your AB on, and turn on your AB. So turn on your AB, take the wormhole, and just remember, if you're really close to the wormhole, you just do aligning first and turn on your AB, and then select take the wormhole. Because if you are around the wormhole like 5k, you can go through it. Okay. So you can see all of the alt was try to getting close to the wormhole. So okay, when you come out, you find out there is like a timer. You can't enter in the wormhole in 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So I think this wormhole it's super fresh. So I can use calculator to find out how many times I need. But sometimes the wormhole didn't really flash, like someone was already taking them. So what you're gonna do was you will continue monitoring them, just right click, show info, and they're saying it's still stable and all the ship can still passing it. So that means the wormhole is still fresh. Yeah, it's stage 1. Okay, during this time, during the waiting time, okay, so I don't really care people doing a node or not, because the sigil is really cheap. So if you didn't want to doing this node or calculating the mass, what I'm recommend was you doing 1 by 1. So 1 hot in, 1 hot out, until this showing it is stage 3. So during the stage 3, you're gonna do like coding and hot out, like something like that. So this is only like a tips you can recording, and this is why every time I ask people to running to write down the wormhole seek, because I need to that. So I normally didn't use a sigil to running a wormhole. This is just so many steps and this is so slow. I normally use Battleship, and some people use caps. So this is why we need the wormhole code. Okay. So I just teach you, I just tell you why. Okay, now there's no timer. I'm gonna take the fleet warp. My full sigil will be... Oh, they didn't aligning. Okay. And then props on, when you land, props on, takes a wormhole. Second tractor, props on, takes a wormhole. Third tractor, props on, takes a wormhole. And the last one. So those 4 are already taking the wormhole, and you can continue to right click to check. Okay, didn't change anything. It's still stable. So still can passing ship. So it's still at the stage 1. So I didn't care. So now I'm gonna take out, aligning, props on, takes a wormhole, aligning, props on, takes a wormhole. Okay, it was just the same job, aligning and takes a wormhole. Aligning, props on, takes a wormhole. Remember, really important, aligning first, make sure you're declocking, and props on, takes a wormhole. Okay, so this is the second time, just for remember. And take the fleet warp to my out, or you can walk to the 40 hour pause, whatever. You still need to wait another 3 minutes. So Okay, during this time, I find out the wormhole coming to stage 2. You can see there's something changed, right? The wormhole, it's reduced by shipping passing through it, but it's not critical degree yet. So that means you can continue rolling it, and in extra large and large wormhole, I mean very large and large wormhole, you didn't really care about this, okay? Okay, the timer was clear. Say it again, so everyone fleet warp. So pops on, takes a wormhole. Pops on, takes a wormhole. Pops on, make sure you see the green cycle, right? Takes a wormhole. Pops on. Oh, if you're seeing that, this is still at stage 2, right? So you can still doing the hot out, but during this time when we done the hot out, we might finish it or not, because as I said, he said like 10% up or down. So you can see like 10% up or down. If it is down, that means during this time we will have this number and we can just like roll it. And also when I scouting, I also entering the wormhole. It's also calculating the small mass, but I don't know. So let's see. So aligning, pops on, take out the wormhole, aligning, pops on, take the wormhole. So this is the third time we hot in and hot out, and it says it's still showing us it is at stage 2. That was so weird. So I just need to find any of the track that has lower timer to do the final step, which is one coding and hot out. Okay, so there's no timer right now. Just swap to 0. It shows me like I need to do a coding and a hot out, because coding is 22 and hot was 120. Let's see. Okay, so it's coding, which is props off. Still at stage 2. It's so weird. Maybe I calculated wrong. Oh, this time is super close, but I still have like a 12-minute timer. Okay, the timer was clear. Takes a wormhole. Let's see, is that gonna be die or not? There's no any update. It's okay, I'm gonna walk back to my alt, but I think it will be the stage 3. Yes, it was at the stage 3. So from now you need to be careful because it's changing to the stage 3. You can see the wormhole 8 on a very large of the column shape. So now I'm going to use my second tractor. What I'm going to do was coding and hot out again, rolling out the wormhole. But I can't make sure if I entering the wormhole and the wormhole die immediately. So what I'm going to do was I will check my pods again. So this job should be done before you undock your wormhole rolling ship, because it's really dangerous and everything gonna happen. So sometimes you're entering 4 out and it's suddenly being rolled. So something like that. So check your pods again and jump to the wormhole, then take that. I think it will be die immediately, but I'm not sure. So I will coding hot out, make sure I can coming out. So that's fair. Like I did another 1 to 2, and I did another 22. I think it will be die immediately. Not yet. Okay, so this time we're aligning, pops on, takes a wormhole. I think it will be die. Okay, once again, just a reminder, if you're looking at this, remember to calculate this, because sometimes they can be like 10% more or 10% left. That means it can be 2,700 or 3,300. Oh, the wormhole is still there. So what I'm gonna do was, It's this number, right? And I did like one coding, two coding, and two hot. The wormhole is already coming really close to the maximum, like 3,300. So this time is 3,200. I might die. Okay, so once again, check the ports and take the wormhole. I might die. Okay, so it was a really good lesson. If you stuck in the wormhole, what you gonna do next? Okay, you're coming to the wormhole, and I will check immediately. Still there, still there, still there. Is it still there? Yeah. Oh, I didn't die, but this time I'm gonna promise if I take the wormhole out, they will totally die. Why? Because now it's like 3216. If I do another hot, that will be 3338, 3,338, which is higher than this. So the wormhole will totally die. Okay. And I can also say I just eject it. Let's see. Still there? It's gone. Right click the bookmark and remove the location. Really important because you are already rolling. And you should bring your fleet to the safety position. Maybe I just bring the fleet to the Astra house. Okay, the wormhole is already died and all of my CGO back to the fort and stay there, and my scanning tractor will move to next system. And thank you for watching this video today.